Hello guys and welcome to the video. Today's video is inspired by SamieRecords and I'll be showing you how to make guitar Afro gospel beats in FL Studio. Let's jump in. Okay guys, so let's get into the prompt. What I'm about to play right now is on mixed version. Let's take a listen.
You are listening to SamieRecords.
So guys, you can see it. So at the end of the video, I'll play the entire stuff. Alright, so that we can take a listen. This is what we have here. This one, I sent it to track. As you can see it here, it's on track 4. Alright. And on that track 4, I also mix it a little bit. You know, if I enable this one right now. You can see that it's clipping, right? So I also route it. You can see it. I also route it to this guy, send it to this master. So I'm just going to enable this one right now so that when it comes here, it's everything balanced. Okay, to make it very easy, here's what I'm going to do. Before I show you guys how I process the mixing, so let's run through everything so that after the video, I can just share with you how I mix it, all right, so that everything is straightforward. So I have something like that going on. Then what I did is to have this guy. I also did something like this. I consolidate it. So together you have it like this. Alright, I just cut it here. Okay, so that's what is going on there. And then we also have something like this. You know, something like this. Let me just. Alright, so that's that. And then when you support it with this shaker, we have something like this. Alright, in addition with this one, that's just the foundation of the song. Alright, I also had another thing here, you know, something like that. Then the most important thing is the bass. Alright, for the bass, I have something like this, you know. Alright, so if you take a listen now, you have like this.
You are listening to SamieRecords.
And if you notice, I just break it here. Alright, so for this one, we're working with 96 BPM, and that is pretty everything. What I did is just to duplicate it and arrange it. Alright, so if you look at this point, I also play something different here. So here's what I played here. You know, something like that. All right, it's pretty straightforward. Then another thing, we have something like this, kick going on, consistent. All right. Make sure you're using a good sample. All right. So I also play something like this. I play something like this. So if you add it together, we're going to have it like this. Then we also have something like this. Then with this one, something like that. So pretty that's everything actually. So what I did next is for this one right now, this guitar, I just use Omnisphere. All right. If you come here right now, like this one right now, I use Omnisphere. All right. This guitar. And of course, you know, this one, you can pick, and we have a lot of guitar there. You can test it. All right. But I think I like this one. And then if you look at it as well for this one, so for this one, I used Arcade. All right, you can see it. That's the name of the piano, the EP. Okay. I haven't said that. And this one, I use Purity. All right, I just used the lead center. I use Purity to do that one. And then that's pretty everything. But if you look at this one right now, you realize that this is how it sounds. This is how it sounds before. But then I already mixed it a little bit. You can see it. All right. And I added a compressor. I added a reverb. You can see the reverb compressor. I had a reverb. You can see it like 35% to decay. All right. And then you can see that I just cut it and identify some of those problematic and then reduce it a little bit, create a dynamic EQ in that aspect. All right. So then because it's too loud right now, I had to pan it all of them to a mix, to a master. All of them, as you can see like this, they all go to a master before the master now goes to the main master. That's how I process my stuff. All right. So that I can have control over it here before getting to the master. All right. So this approach works for me a lot. All right. So I'm just going to enable the master. So you want to try as much as possible. Like I always say, you mix it very quiet. Make sure that after every mixing, it's very quiet. All right. And then your mastering will now bring the overall volume up. You get the concept. That's what I normally do actually. So you can see that it's pretty low now, but then every detail is there. So by the time you master it, you have the full juice right there. So that's that. And then the vocal, I just add for this one as well. I added the reverb and then this one as well. So if I enable this one now, let's take a listen to this one. You can see this is before. You can see the difference now. All right. So pretty, that's what I did actually. I don't really do much. I just mix few of them. All right. Like the roll, I still use a solid compressor. I don't really do much because I'm making use of a good sample. All right. So if you're making use of a good sample, you don't really have to do crazy things as well. All right. So after everything, let me just enable everything. You see that if I enable everything and you look at my loudness now, let me just show you something. Excuse me. Okay, now, so this is my, after everything now, let's take a listen to everything. But then before then, now this is mixed, right? So let's take a listen, you see, and check here.
You are listening to SamieRecords.
Now you can see that I have about minus 18 LUFS, LUFS. Make sure you want to target something like minus 18 or minus 17. This way you have a healthy mix so that it's going to be very easy for you to master it and bring in the entire volume up. All right. You see now nothing is clippy, but make sure that you've arranged your song accordingly. You've properly mixed it. All right. So in so doing, by the time you now export it, you export it. Mastering is going to be very easy. All right. And all volume will come up. All right. So I'm going to play the entire stuff. Pretty, that's everything. Just arrangement, and you have it like that. I think the only thing I had was just this guy, and then some feel and roll, that's it. But then let's take a listen from start to finish. Let's see what we have. Yeah, let's get into the prompting then.